Hey guys, how are we doing? Very well. In today's video I'm going to talk about a recent article or a recent news story that has gone quite viral over the past couple of days or so. Well, I'm filming this on a Thursday. By the way, ignore my voice and how I sound. I have had man flu again. I know, feel sorry for me. I had really bad like man flu / cold, whatever you want to call it, in September, well towards the end of September, and it took me like 2-3 weeks to get over that. And now I have another one, but I feel like I'm maybe over the worst of it, I hope. Anyway, fingers crossed, but I still sound a bit like, ugh, you know? So yeah, anyway, back to the topic in hand. So, there has been a news article that has been shared to me, to my Facebook group, about a doctor named Sarah Gray. I did reach out to her on Instagram, but I've got a feeling she has been getting a lot of DMs lately, because I just kind of wanted to be like, hey girl, like I really like your story. Like, can I make a video about your situation and maybe ask her some questions and get some more like proper information that hasn't been written in these articles, because you know, with articles like this they can be really biased towards how they feel about tattoos and how they perceive people with tattoos, so I wanted to get her side of the story type thing. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna go through this and like the comments to it. So I'm gonna read from the Daily Mail, which is Daily Mail isn't the nicest when it comes to tattooed people. In my years of doing tattoo content, I've seen some articles about tattooed people. The comments on here are always awful, so I just want to read them and just laugh at them as well. Not laugh at Sarah's expense, but laugh at these judgmental people that treat people like Sarah and you guys that are heavily tattooed like absolute dirt. Like, it's so weird how people change their perceptions of people as soon as there's a little bit of ink on someone's skin. Like, do they not understand? It's literally just ink in someone's skin. Like, can we just wake up a second, please? Like, it doesn't mean anything. So I thought we'd read through this article together. The title from the Daily Mail, there has been articles on like Lad Bible and stuff like that, but I just wanted to take mention with Daily Mail because this was the first one I saw. I kind of scanned through it, but I didn't read it properly, to be honest with you. So the title or caption or whatever you want to call it is, meet the world's most tattooed doctor, 30, who's kicked out of restaurants and ignored in designer stores because of her heavily inked body, and she's training to be a surgeon. So this girl is smart, okay? And you have to go through a lot to be a doctor, to be a surgeon, to work in that kind of field of things. Like, you have to be smart, you have to study, oh my god, brains, right? There is so many people that think people with tattoos are stupid. You have to be smart to be a surgeon / doctor / anything to do with medical stuff, right? Of course, because like other people's lives are in your hands. It's insane. So to go with the title, so Sarah has been kicked out of restaurants, which is awful. Ignored in designer stores. I think that happens to a lot of people, no matter whether you have tattoos or not. Like, if you dress, you know, like not head to toe in designer, most people don't give you the time of day in retail. I don't know why, but I've definitely had it, you know, before I was quite tattooed. I'm not on Sarah's level of heavily tattooed, but you know, I've almost got 2 sleeves. I've just got a few patches on my traditional sleeve that I need to fill out, and then I'm working on my legs at the minute. I've got all my back filled out, so, but I'm not like, you know, neck, chest, hands yet. I want to so badly. So yeah, let's just read down. So there's some bullet points here that says, a woman 30 has revealed what it's like to be a doctor covered in tattoos. Dr. Sarah Gray got her first piece of ink when she was 16 and is almost covered. She revealed, oh by the way, I'm looking at my laptop that's down here if you're wondering where I'm reading from. She revealed that she has been ignored by shop assistants and not let in venues. That's not fun at all. So let's read this. It says, a doctor with tattoos all over her body has revealed the challenges and judgment she faced over the years because of her heavily inked body. Dr. Sarah Gray from Adelaide, I hope I'm saying that right, has always been intrigued by body art and got her first piece of ink when she was 16. The 30-year-old said she's now the world's most tattooed doctor and is seen as a positive role model within the tattoo community, but this doesn't mean she hasn't had to deal with adversity. So from this little section that I've read so far, to me, she is an inspiration. You know, she's literally, like, she's female, she wants to be a surgeon, she's heavily tattooed. Like, that is just like a role model in my eyes. Like, she's smart, she's artistic, and it's so cool to me. It's just like, you know, you can follow your dreams and be tattooed now. Like, you don't have to hide your tattoos, or you don't have to, you know, only be tattooed in certain places. Obviously there's going to be a negative in a moment, because she'll probably talk about, you know, what is going on. Like the film Pretty Woman, Dr. Gray said she has been ignored by shop assistants in high-end stores. I've already talked about that, how it's kind of like a common thing. Not saying that, you know, her feelings are invalid, but it is quite a common thing. When she was hunting for a pair of designer heels for her birthday, 3 separate shop assistants paid no attention to her when she was wanting a correct size to try on. Okay, that's kind of rude. I was expecting her to be like, oh, I've walked into a store, no one said hi, or whatever. Like, I don't know what it's like all over the world, but here in, say, like London, if you go into a designer store like Selfridges or Harrods or whatever, people will say hi to you. You meant to anyway. I worked for a high-end kind, it's not designer, it's sometimes people class it as designer, some people don't, but I worked for a shoe company called Kurt Geiger. It's a staple sort of London / British shoe company, and they do have not very expensive, but they have quite expensive shoes, not compared to like Louis Vuitton or anything like that, but yeah. But we get trained to say hi to absolutely everyone. Like, you have to say hi and ask how their day is and say like, how's the weather? Like, you have to start conversation. So that's what I thought she was saying, because sometimes, you know, coming from a retail assistant, well, an ex-retail assistant's side of things, sometimes you're just like, I can't say hi anymore. Like, I cannot be happy and smiley anymore. I'm sure if you've worked in retail, you know that feeling. So that's what I thought she meant. But now I've read further into the article, she's saying she wanted to buy something. She was like waving a shoe around like, hi, I want this. Like, so that is rude. That is really rude. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit further. She looks so awesome in her scrubs. I am so, she's just absolutely stunning. Loving the blue hair. She's gorgeous. Anyway, carrying on, she said they all served the other customers first and wouldn't even make eye contact with me, she told Daily Mail Australia. I waited politely for ages and eventually gave up and left. They did themselves out of a sale and I saved myself $1,000. So I guess that's one bonus. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. That's so mean. I think people need to realise that tattooed people don't fuck about with money. Do you know what I'm saying? We spent thousands upon thousands on body art. Like, let's be serious. Like, I bet a lot of you that watching this video have spent a nice amount of money on tattoos in your lifetime. So, judgmental, when people are so judgmental towards tattooed people, like, do you ever just feel like I'm not this type of person, I promise you, but do you ever just feel like saying, man, my body is worth more than the outfit you're wearing right now? Like, don't be judgmental towards me. Like, when it comes to money, like, I would say all of us are the least judgmental people when it comes to stuff like that. But like, oh, do you ever just want to be like, stop judging me for the way I look, because my skin is worth more than your wardrobe right now, so shut up. Oh my god. Anyway, back to the article. This isn't the only time she's been treated differently. As she said, something similar happened when she once went for lunch with her husband. I was out for lunch in a restaurant with my partner on the Gold Coast when we were seated at a table, she said. After being seated for lunch, management then came up to us and asked us to leave, as they had a no visible tattoo policy for diners. Diners? That was a little disappointing, to say the least. That, I would love to say I'm shocked, but I'm not, because I've heard of cases like this also, and this is why I always advise people to be very careful when they start getting tattooed. So I made a video a while back on Tana Mojo and Crispy, and loads of people gave me so much shit because I was telling people what to do with their body. Because I said, don't start on your hands, don't start on your neck, don't start on your face. Just start on your arm or your leg or your back or wherever is easily hideable, because people that are heavily tattooed or look heavily tattooed face judgment and ding, ding, ding. Like, unfortunately, Sarah is proof here that shit like this happens, and yeah, I just wanted to take a quick mention to that, because like, people don't realise that yes, tattoos and tattooing has come such a long way in the past 10, 20 years, and they're a lot more acceptable. There are still cases where people do not like tattoos. They won't serve you. You won't be able to sit in a restaurant because you have a bit of ink on your skin. Like, I promise you, it's not gatekeeping. It's not anything like that. Like, just be safe with your tattooing. That's not to say Sarah's a bad person for having visible tattoos, and in no way is any of this her fault. The judgment that she's been having isn't her fault, it's other people's fault. But I'm just saying on another side that, you know, that's why I tell people to be careful when they get their first, second, third tattoo on a neck, on a face or a hand or whatever. Stuff like this can happen and you might end up regretting it. You know, I'm not saying Sarah's regretting it, like no, absolutely not, but I'm just saying, I hope you know what I'm saying. She revealed that previously her and her friends have been denied access to a casino due to their visible tattoo policy. I've heard of this also. There is Kristen Leanne, and she posted a vlog a while back. This was a while back. She was in Vegas, and her husband couldn't go into either a bar or a casino. And this is in Vegas, like, it's fucking Vegas, for fuck's sake. Like, tattoos are not the weirdest thing to go down in Vegas, let's be serious. But she wasn't allowed into a casino or a bar. It's a thing, it is a thing, unfortunately. Obviously not all over the place, but I would imagine like the more fancier places, the more bougie places are a bit strict on stuff like that. Because there is dress codes, and of course you cannot be mad at a company for having a dress code or whatever. When this happened, it was after a body art expo, so the majority of them were heavily tattooed. I was able to discuss my concerns for unfair discrimination based solely on our appearance with management. They bent the rules to allow us access, she said. Oh, okay, fair enough. Quite a few night venues seem to have this policy, and although it doesn't affect me very often as I hardly go out, it can be super frustrating when we get categorized as bad people or being gang affiliated due to our colourful skin. She's a prime example of a normal tattooed person. She wants to be a surgeon. She's just living her best life. She has some amazing tattoos on her. The whole stereotyping of tattooed people it makes me so tired. I've been talking about this kind of thing for 3 years on my channel, on and off. It just blows my mind how people think that tattooed people are, you know, drug dealers or part of a drug cartel or murderers or thugs or thieves or any bad thing you can think of. It's just not the case anymore. Like, it's such an old school mentality in a negative way. I don't know, I've said this before and I've done this exact demonstration. 2 seconds, hang on, I've got my makeup here because I've just done a, what do you call it? I've just done a makeup tutorial. Okay, so say I am a untattooed person. I am, you know, a regular person. I work in retail, I go about my everyday life, you know, I have a family, boyfriend, you know, go out with my friends, chill out, you know, just the regular life, right? I then get a tattoo, you know, a decent size, maybe visible, maybe a chest piece. Let's say I get a chest piece, right? 2 seconds, let me just pull that down. So this is me getting a tattoo. It's a lipstick, shut up. I'm so extra and so petty. So this is my tattoo. Now I have a chest piece. Pretend this is a chest piece. It's not a chest piece, but it's a chest piece, okay? I now have a chest piece. I'm quite, you know, not visibly tattooed. I can still hide it, but you can maybe see it every now and then. To a other person that doesn't know me, I've gone from, you know, the normal girl that works in retail, has a family, just normal stuff, right? I'm just a normal person doing my normal things. I get a chest tattoo, right? This is it. Now, all of a sudden, because I've had this, I am now a thief, a thug, I'm a drug cartel leader, I can't hold down a relationship. What other stereotypes do tattooed women have? Oh, I'm not smart, I have no life, I've got no money, I'm gonna steal your shit. All because all of a sudden, I have a chest tattoo or a tattoo or multiple tattoos. I don't understand how all of a sudden someone getting a picture or writing or black work or whatever on their skin all of a sudden makes them untrustworthy, thiefy, skanky, whatever. Where is the logic in that? Someone explain to me. Someone who hates tattoos, please explain that to me. How comes all of a sudden when someone gets a tattoo put on their skin, their chest, wherever, why does that make them something that they're not? You know, they're a regular person with tattoos. Surgeon with tattoos. She was once a non-tattooed person living a regular life. She is now a tattooed person living a regular life. Please someone explain this to me. Why do people hate against tattooed people? Why? Originally, Dr. Gray had only planned on collecting a few small pieces of ink from specific artists as well as a large scale back piece, but slowly her collection grew. Oh, honey, we've all been there. She never thought she'd have a bodysuit when she first started, but now she's close to completion. Yeah. Relatable. Okay, I'm nowhere near. But anyway, yeah, I'm on that road. Dr. Gray refers to herself as an art collector, as instead of hanging art on a wall, she wears it on her skin. She said she isn't fazed by the tattoo process and is easily able to sit in a studio for upwards of 12 hours in any one session. I don't enjoy the pain, although it's more of an annoyance that you adjust to, but I certainly enjoy the outcome. The outcome far outweighs the adversity. Watching a tattoo evolve from the stencil process to a completed piece by layering is mind-blowing. Amen. I totally agree. She's so pretty. Oh my gosh, she's got all her hands and fingers. I love that for you. I love it, honey. Dr. Gray disagrees with those who call it an addiction because she said could give it up if she needed to. Is that English? I think it should be she said she could give it up if she needed to. Daily Mail, mate. Sort it out. I think it is possible to catch the tattoo bug where you start with one piece and find yourself drawn to wanting more. Absolutely. So anytime someone says they have a tattoo addiction, it's not like a real addiction. Like, addiction is a whole serious thing where you will literally sell your child to get that fix, that next thing, the next whatever you're addicted to. There's no... well, maybe there is such thing as an actual tattoo addiction, but I would imagine it's, you know, quite rare as opposed to alcohol or food or whatever other people are addicted to. And yeah, I mean, you can say you have a tattoo addiction because, you know, you're always thinking about booking your next tattoo, you're always looking at other tattoo artists' work and stuff. Like myself, I would never say I'm a tattoo addict, but you know, it's just one of those things, like, you have the characteristics of an addict, but you're not actually addicted, you know. I mean, there might be people out there that are, but for the most part, we're just a little bit obsessed, right? We're just a bit obsessed. The doctor explained that she thinks the reason people want more tattoos after they get their first is because it's a good way for them to wear their personalities on their skin. Absolutely. There is so much. I've definitely talked about this kind of thing before, but there is so... like, tattoos are more than, you know, artwork. They, you know, save people's lives. You can hide, you know, your self-harm scars or surgery scars, or they can build up your confidence. They can just make you feel better as a person. Dr. Gray said tattoos have definitely helped her find positive body confidence because they have allowed her creative expression of her individuality. Dr. Gray doesn't know how many tattoos she has because rather than having individual pieces, her body is now a cohesive canvas. She does know that she has spent more than 300 hours of her life being tattooed. Bloody hell. Dr. Gray aims to complete her bodysuit and she only has a few small gaps to fill before she is all done. My tattoos don't all necessarily have a personal meaning behind them. Some I had no say in the design process as I admired the artist's work and pursued them for a piece as a collector, she said. On the other hand, some of them signify times in my life or things that are important to me, like my career, my Vegas wedding, my love of atomical skulls and all things horror, or my love of cheese. I love this girl. Oh wow. Okay, so there's a picture here of like how she's looking and it's just so cool. Like, how can anyone, I don't know, I'm obviously very, very biased, but how can anyone look at her body and think, ew, oh my god, she's a thief, or oh my god, she's a drug addict, or oh my god, she's like gonna steal everything from me, or ew, oh my god, she's not smart, and oh my god, I would not trust her with my life. Like, it's just ink on her skin. To me, it's so beautiful. Although negative situations have what is that word? Eventuated, that is, oh my god, I don't read often. Because of her tattoos, Dr. Gray said being tattooed has also affected her life in a positive way. Through the tattooing industry, I found my soulmate. I have friends scattered all around the world and I'm able to be a positive role model for those around me as a colourful professional in a traditional conservative industry like medicine. Absolutely. 100% agree. She, like I said earlier, she's definitely a role model, especially to someone like me and to you guys. You know, it's so nice and inspiring to hear someone that, you know, likes the artistic side of tattoos and is a fan and is a collector and, you know, goes to conventions and stuff like that. When she went through medical school, she was conscious of having visible tattoos and she feared colleagues and patients wouldn't take her seriously. She has since found out that people's views on body art in modern society are very different to what they used to be. Having colourful skin in no way affects your skill level, and with all anti-discrimination laws now, it wouldn't be appropriate to oh my god, these words, compartmentalize or treat me differently based on my appearance, she said. I've worked really hard to develop good professional relationships as I'm fairly memorable, so I've made sure I'm memorable for the right reasons through hard work, determination, and always positive attitude. Dr. Gray said that being so colourful has acted as a great conversation starter and people often find her quite approachable. Sometimes people will inappropriately grab your arms though, which is a massive overstep of personal boundaries, so don't be that person, she said. Oh, I have talked about this before. I think I made a video about it, but that drives me insane. Absolutely just... why non-tattooed people or people that are just curious, like, why are you grabbing us? Like, when I worked in retail, that's all I had. I had people grabbing my wrist and then they would turn me around in so many different ways, and they would, oh, this one woman freaking lifted up my hair once, like she grabbed my hair, lifted it up to look at the tattoo that's on the, like, top of my back, and it's just like, oh my god. Like, would I go up to you and be like, oh, I really like your necklace, can I see the back of it, and just lift up her hair? It's weird, it's personal space. Like, why are you touching and grabbing strangers? Just because we're tattooed doesn't mean you can touch us. It's not an invite. Occasionally someone disapproving will say a negative comment under their breath or shake their head at me, but these situations are rare, she said. Dr. Gray, who was previously crowned Miss Inked Australia and New Zealand, has just gained her medical degree and has career aspirations to be an orthopedic surgeon. She hopes being in the public eye will teach people to not judge a book by its cover. The young doctor said the days are gone where tattoos represent criminals or unsavory behaviour. We should all be able to love the skin we're in regardless of how we choose to decorate it, she said. For those that don't like tattoos, that's entirely their prerogative. I just urge them to at least consider the artistic skill that goes into creating body art before they judge someone harshly at face value for choosing to wear them. Absolutely, amen. There's this saying that goes around on, like, pictures and stuff on, like, Instagram or on Twitter or whatever, where it says, what is the difference between tattooed people and non-tattooed people? Tattooed people don't care that you're not tattooed. And that's it. Like, we don't care that you don't have tattoos, so why do you care that we have them? Like, we don't go up to people with no tattoos and go, ew, oh my god, your skin is so boring and plain, why? Ew, ugh. We don't do that. Why are you doing it to us? Bugger off. So yeah, my final thoughts on all of this is I would much rather go to a doctor like Sarah, who is open-minded, creative, smart, fun, than someone that is judgmental, stuck up. You know, like, she's an awesome, inspirational person and her whole story is, I love it. I think it's so cool. Okay, so now is the time for us to just get a little bit mad. Like, we've had an inspiring story from Sarah, but we're gonna read the comments now. And let's see what people are saying. Oh, here we go. So I'm just gonna read the top one. Ignore the jealous haters, Dr. Sarah. You're a beautiful free spirit that is doing a worthwhile job in life. 471 thumbs up or uprated, and then there is 777 thumbs down. You can just see where this is about to go, because nobody is going to be liking Sarah on the Daily Mail. Let's be serious. She'll cover up when she gets older. All that saggy skin will leave her looking like a blob of colour. I'm sorry, but I would rather look like a fucking unicorn with saggy skin than not. Absolutely fuck me up. Do I give a shit? Does anyone give a shit? We're lucky if we get to that age, right? You never know. I might get hit by a fucking bus tomorrow. I'll be grateful that I'm functioning when I'm old and wrinkly to the point where you can't see my tattoos no more and it's just a rainbow on my skin. I don't give a flying fuck. I'll be more concerned if I'm gonna piss myself. Oh, I love these comments. Oh, I love comments like this. I love them. Such a shame. Oh, because we really give a flying fuck. Would, I think you mean she, but would Be such an attractive young lady as well without all the ink and assorted metalwork. Metalwork, you know this person is like 50 and has never received a blowjob in his life. Tattoos don't make you seem unprofessional, but crawling around on the floor in your pants and bra does. She was feeling herself. Shut the fuck up. I wouldn't want her to be my doctor or surgeon. I don't trust people with many tattoos. They are a form of self-harm in my view. Very unattractive. No wonder the world is going to shit. People not understand the process of tattooing at all, or do people not know what self-harm is? You know, like, do you not... And the whole, I wouldn't want her to be my doctor or surgeon. If you are dying, if you need emergency surgery or emergency medical assistance, and you're in so much pain where you just feel like you might die, I bet my left titty you would not say, oh no, don't touch me, don't fix me, don't help me right now because you're tattooed. I bet the person will be begging for her to help her or him or whoever this person is. Like, get the fuck out of here. Seriously, if you need assistance from a medical professional, you will not say, ew, no, don't touch me because you have tattoos. Like, get the fuck, no. Apart from the fact that she looks awful, if I was a patient of hers, she would not instill confidence as she is far too interested in herself. Is she though? Think about it. She has given up hours and hours and hours and hours and days and years of her life to study to be a surgeon. She's gone through medical school. Does that sound like a selfish person to you? Doctors and surgeons work really, really long shifts. And the training is insane. They go through years of school and, you know, homework, coursework, assignments, whatever they call it. Would a selfish person do that for other people? She is doing her job for other people. Obviously she wants to do it for herself as well because, you know, that's her profession. Like, she enjoys it. You have to be very, very unselfish to be a doctor or a surgeon. I don't think she's that interested in herself. Like, she is not going to be standing in front of a mirror during her shift like, oh yes, my tattoos, oh my god, I am so sexy, oh my god, I look so amazing, oh there's a patient dying, oh that's nice, oh look at me, I'm so tattooed, oh my god, yes! Like, get the fuck over it! I'm put off by my waitress with tats. I'm sorry, but I couldn't handle my doctor looking like this. How stupid or how shallow must a person be to deny help from someone because they're not what you think is attractive or is good? Everyone to their own, live and let live, but personally I find that many tats revolting. Doesn't matter who or what you are, these look horrible. It won't seem like such a smart idea when she's 60 with her flesh hanging loose. Get ready for the funniest joke of all time. I'm 110% sure that you guys are gonna piss yourself with laughter right now. Like, this is the funniest thing ever. The doctor needs to see a doctor, in brackets, psychiatrist. Yeah? You can just tell that this person was literally reading this article and just thought of it. You know, they're like, oh, this is such a funny joke. Oh my god, I'm like such a comedian. Give me a stage. Ah! One tattoo is nice, perhaps 2, 3 max. But the whole body, what's next? Her face? Sincerely, this girl needs help. Otherwise, the face and other parts of her body will be tattooed. Good luck. You should never judge a book by its cover, but I'd be fibbing if I said I wouldn't be anxious laying on a theatre bed seeing that surgeon walking in to operate me. Dude, you're gonna be knocked out. Does it really fucking matter? Who cares who has a bloody tattoo as long as she is a good surgeon? Exactly! How people look does not affect their capability to be a surgeon, a doctor, a dentist, a waitress, a sales associate, a lawyer, an engineer, a makeup artist, a hairdresser, a firefighter, a policeman. Tattoos do not affect your brain, they do not affect your work ethic. If a person had a good work ethic before a tattoo, guess what? After they've had that tattoo, after they've had that tattoo thing, you know, put on their skin, they're still gonna have a good work ethic afterwards. If they were a shitty person before the tattoo, they're gonna be a shitty person after the tattoo. If they were a kind, sweet person who was really unselfish before getting tattoos, they're gonna be the exact same person after tattoos. Okay, I am gonna leave it here for today before I get any matter before I start really going off on one, because I'm pretty sure this video is going to be kind of long anyway, so I better just shut the fuck up. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on this article about Sarah's story. Are you a doctor or surgeon? What is the discrimination you have faced within your job? I would love to know. And what are some other cases where people have completely ignored you because you are tattooed, or have you never faced anything like this before? I'd love to know your story, so comment down below and we can all have a good discussion, and we can read through other people's experiences. I hope you guys are all doing very, very well, and until my next video, bye.